Alright, welcome back. Kult of Athena blade reviews here. Today we have the Cold Steel Norman sword. We're going to take a look at this blade in the scabbard and out of the scabbard. This one is a reproduction from some of the older designs that Cold Steel's done. You'll see with the actual middle of the blade is a fuller, taking out excess weight. We'll do some close-up looks in the scabbard, out of the scabbard, and then we'll go over the tatami mats and we'll do some cut testing. Let's get to it. All right, overall length of this blade is 37 3/8 inches, all the way from the end of the peen pommel here. We'll do some more close-ups in just a second when we change the camera angle. And then all the way from the end of the tip, 37 3/8 inches. We have 30 1/4 inch blade. This is a double-edged blade, and like I said before, it's got a really wide fuller to it to take out excess weight. So that way, when you're cutting with it, when you're using this even to display, it actually looks really aesthetically appealing. We have a wood handle that's wrapped in the same leather. This is black leather that's stitched around it. It's exactly the same material as the scabbard itself. And then we have stitching on the back of the scabbard just to keep the leather tightly wrapped around it. And the inside of the scabbard is just plain wood. There's no stain to it as far as I know, if you can see inside of that. And the good thing about that is, like, unlike something like a different scabbard that's leather, you don't have to worry about redrawing this. So it actually goes in nice and smooth. Just gotta be careful though when temperatures change. If you're in somewhere that's like a really hot climate, make sure you take the blade out, clean it. We have cleaning oils, rust pads, and everything to keep your blade's maintenance as well. If that is to happen, you just want to stay away from any type of like pitting or anything that's going to keep the blade from performing at its best. Alright, steel quality on this blade, 1055 high carbon steel. We're looking at a little bit over 2 pounds, like 2 pounds, 0.5 ounces as far as weight goes. We're looking at just the scabbard alone. This one matches the blade really well. If you see any kind of like scuffs on this one, this is a blemished item. Sometimes we even use some of the discontinued ones as well. That way we can test with them and we don't lose stock. So if you see like cosmetic stuff on here and you're buying a brand new one, don't worry about it because you're not going to send you that one unless you purchase a blemished item that is listed like that on the website. So if we get up close to this one, we'll see that we had a really nice handguard. We've got a full grip here. Like I said before, this is the same wood, and then the leather wrapped is very tight around it, and it matches from the handle to the scabbard itself. And then if we're looking at the actual top of it here, we have the same polished steel on the top on both sides here. We've got the pommel as well, which is peened. That one nice and secure on that side. And then looking at this as well out of the scabbard, for it being 1055 high carbon steel, it's got a nice mirror polish to it. The good thing about Cold Steel blades is not only the price point and the quality, but also they're really easy to maintain. So if you have rust pads, if you have sword oil, and you live in like especially with the seasons changing, and you are using these blades for cut testing with proper targets, you also want to get sword maintenance kit. We have those available at cultofathena.com. You can click the link in the description below this video and check that out. So what I want to do right now is go through some up close looks of the blade in the scabbard and out of the scabbard so you can see it. I'm going to put it down on the grass so you can see some details on it. And then we're going to go ahead and move over to the cut testing and test this blade out. Contrast of it. So if we get up close here, we'll see that the handle is pretty simple. Like I said, it's a wood wrapped handle. Assuming it's a wood handle with a leather wrapped grip. We've got the stitching. Got the stitching going up and down it. If you see any blemishes on the blade, like I said before, this is not the one you're to get unless it says that it is a blemish. See the sweet mirror polish. Pretty broad tip on it as well. Another close-up of the pommel. And you'll see, like, I have a pretty average sized hand. You still have a good amount of room here as well. So if you do have a bigger hand than I do, or if you want to wear a gauntlet, like a leather glove, you totally can. Or like even like an armored gauntlet as well. And it depends on how you're holding it too. If you want to go hammer grip, if you want to go more like a saber grip or a modified saber grip, whatever you want to call it. The guard protects the hand really well. little swept up version of that one. All right, then in the scabbard as well, I actually propped it up on the tatami mats, but you'll see pretty simple design. Got the leather wrapped, got the steel tip on the very end of it. If we flip this one over, you'll see the leather stitching. There's the back end of it. Hits the light really well. It's actually really good that we're doing these outside, like when it's really sunny out, because you can really get a feel for what the mirror polish is like. Did close-up looks at it in the scabbard and out of the scabbard. We got some details on there. And then what I want to go ahead and do is test this one out. We're going to use the tatami mats here to test the edge. This is a factory edge. It is marketed as very sharp, so it's not hair shaving sharp. Nothing on our website says hair shaving sharp anyway. If you want to have anything touched up by us that is within reason, as in you'll see the little button that you can click and it'll say additional sharpening service, you can go ahead and do that. So for this one, we're going to go with the factory edge and see how it does. Let's get to it. So the impressive thing is on that cut, we're going to set it up again, but the impressive thing on the cut here is that these weren't even really lodged in all the way. So you can see I had to cut it beforehand because we soaked these for like 2 days overnight and they swelled a lot. So I had to actually use the sword to hack this and like cut it to kind of taper it. But you can see still a super clean cut on that one. All right, I adjusted the mat a little bit. Let's do another cut on it. So edge quality on this, really good. Handle did not slip at all. I didn't expect it to. But again, if you've watched any of the other videos that we do, I really like flat handles, especially when it rolls into the grip and the grip is actually kind of thicker. I don't like skinny handles. I definitely don't like skinny rounded handles because they make you think about your grip. Like, you should know exactly where your blade is at all times. Yes, you should have that awareness, especially when you're doing stuff with live blades. Also, it's a preference to want a flat grip and a little bit of a wider grip as well. So this cut really well. All right, so there you have it, Kult Steel Norman sword. Took some specs on it, up close looks in the scabbard, out of the scabbard, and then we did some cut testing with this one. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like this video, let me know what you want to see in the coming videos. Do you want more Kult Steel? Do you want other products that we have at Kult of Athena? Do you want to see armor? Maybe you're doing a suit of armor, or you're doing a new kit, and you want to see what it looks like on someone relative to your height. We can set those up, but you gotta comment below and let me know. I'll talk to you soon.